Genshin Impact is one of the Chinese best things, including the physical and mental torture to my brain and small children's all around the world. Sorry, wrong game. Have you ever gone like, wow, Elden Ring, what an amazing game with amazing item placement, and amazing world design to incentivize players to explore and naturally progress through the game with a difficulty curve that looks like my scoliosis? Throw that shit out of the window and let's pretend this is my favorite Chinese bow-kicking psychological horror simulator, Genshin Gym Bag. Good item placement, gone. Replace that shit with RNG. That's right, this is going to be an Elden Ring challenge run actually representing the pain I suffered while playing that game. And to enhance the eldritch horror experience, here are some rules. I have installed a mod that allows me to use all of my life savings to gamble for virtual items in a video game. And for this run, I could only use items gained from this system. Leveling is restricted to level 90 because fuck you, but mostly me. I am allowed to use the 4 starting flasks given to the player by Melina. It doesn't count because it's not just an item.
Hey, can you shut the fuck up? I'm trying to explain the rules here.
No glitches or cheese allowed. With the rules stated, please enjoy me having the world's most painful migraine session of your life. Hey guys, you might have noticed that the chapters are segmented by real-life days. How unfortunate that this huge red flag was not seen by past Mocha before he started writing the script. We wake up drunk, naked from a graveyard, and most importantly, without bitches and money. Wow, didn't know Elden Ring was so realistic. The gambling system works by taking 10% of your current level's upgrade cost to get a random item. Like by random, I mean literally random. You might think that gambling is too cheap and it's really exploitable. Well, you're right, sort of. We'll see in the future. I will definitely not be kicking myself in the balls by saying that. Finally, grass. Because of the gambling item only rule, the only way to get our first sum of money is through fisting. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but this is gonna take a while. Damn, I didn't know Elden Ring is a beat 'em up. What's up guys, my name is Kiryu Kazuma, and I've never killed anyone. Finally, our first wish. I'm sure I'm gonna get something good. Yeah. I mean, at least I can wear it. Now equipped with a new drip, I'ma get straight back to fisting man. After several minutes of non-stop meat beating, I finally acquired enough funds to do a second wish. I can already feel the 5-star legendary weapon oozing its presence on my face. I think God's trying to tell me something here. By this rate, I would probably die of old age before I can get something usable. Time to change up the tactics. Head off the forest pass until you find a woman. Receive torrent, but you come to the crippling realization that you can't use torrent because you didn't get the whistle from gambling. Run up the gate front pass until you reach the entrance to Stormvale Castle. That's right, if you can't do it yourself, make someone else do it for you, then reap all the benefits. Federal punishment may apply. Anyways, by the end of this, we have gained plenty of money to spend all on gambling. Wow, the only usable thing we got out of this is a second-hand helmet. This is why you don't gamble, kids. When I sat at the grave ready to summon Roger again for round 2 of farming, disaster struck. Like the average French employee, my Roger has gone missing. Might be because of all the workplace abuse, but anyhow, we've gotta find a new method of acquiring our tactical funds. By this point, the goal is clear. I am too weak to fight anything above the size of a mosquito. Therefore, we must make other people do the dirty work for us. A place already comes to mind. No, not that BDSM club even though I wish. Now I head vaguely in some direction, which is going to lead me to my next objective of my 100% idiot-proof plan. We end up in a ravine. Alright, you probably know where this is. Oh no, we got invaded. I'm so scared and I'm in need of a big strong man. That's right, invaders. Specifically this one where Yura comes to help you. If we just assist Yura a bit, we should be able to get some easy cash. Okay, apparently not. Our fist does so little stance damage that you can't even stop him from healing. Change of plans. As a wise man once said, killing the fucking dragon. But this time, the dragon will kill for us. How convenient that all the sacrifices has gathered themselves. Now with more voluntary funding, we are finally able to acquire some usable weapons from the gambling. The two weapons we've acquired are the rapier and the tower shield, which both we do not have the qualification to use apparently. I need a fucking bioengineering degree to use my rapier. Bennett, you're going to take my fucking calamity koala or I'm sending you to the coal mines for all eternity and beyond. Between the two equally unusable weapons, I chose to wield the rapier because something about the sharp nature of a sword tells me this will do more damage. And sure enough, we are doing some unimaginable numbers now, making our previous riding cosplay session look like a joke. With our new equipment, it's time to head back to Nereus. And sure enough, with the help of the rapier, we defeat him So after a few more attempts with the rapier, I've reached the conclusion that with our current attribute it is dog shit. Yeah, so apparently the shield does more damage, and it does more poison damage, and I can block with it. Now with the shield, I act as the tank while Yura does most of the DPS. Nereus stood no chance with our excellent teamwork. With our current mega rich status, we're able to engage in even more gambling. Wow, I got more completely useless garbage. Well, at least we got some clothes to wear. Surprised I haven't been caught because of indecent exposure. Wait, That's right, two-handing a weapon makes your strength stat go up by 50%, which given our current attribute is 15. And just enough to use the banished knight shield. Look at this incredible damage. Now with a proper weapon, I have the confidence to challenge Margit the Fell.
Foul tarnished. In search of the purchasable premium in-game currency, you will never get the limited banner 5-star character.
Oh, Margit the 50/50 isn't the hardest boss in the game, but he definitely is one that at my current stage I cannot beat. Though unfortunate, the current damage we are dishing out is simply to put it, pathetic. So tactical retreat it is. I'll be back for you, Margit. My new plan was to beat some dogs to death, but that proved to be too slow and I have commitment issues. So after selling dog meat for some new shiny armor, I head to some direction that possibly will lead me to somewhere. So to my knowledge, Mistwood's outskirts have this one place where wolf falls from the sky and died to Bear Grylls, but after watching a failed gangbang, I realized that this was still too slow. Coincidentally, we are located right beside a teleporter that takes us to a high-level area. I don't really have a plan right now, but I'll see what I can do there. So, because of the rule stating no bugs, I will not be exploiting the Night Cavalry's AI. I ended up deciding my plan was going to be beating these midgets to death with my shield. And yeah, it worked quite well. I was able to gather a staggering 2,000 runes, which I spent all on gambling and got nothing useful. Aside from this helmet, which makes me look quite respectable, I also decided to upgrade my attributes so now I can properly hold my rapier. With the rapier, rune farming was getting faster, so I gambled more, got some spirit summons, some useless junk, and fierce lingerie underwear. I saw that item got deleted. Oh well, I'm sure this item will never come in handy. After a bit more gambling and getting absolute nothing useful, I decided to head back to Margit for revenge. The rapier's special move, the Anal Thruster, does a surprising amount of poise damage, and with the assistance of Roger, we are able to repeatedly knock Margit over. Take this, Margit, 130% crit rate multiplier from critical hits. As so, Margit is defeated, and we're heading to Stormvale Castle. With the money we got from defeating Margit, I command some more wishing, this time getting something actually useful.
Radical Thorsil,
which boosts all physical related attributes by 5 at the cost of taking 15% more damage. Still having some funds left over, I went back to the round table hold and used all of my runes acquired earlier. That's right, because I resisted the urge to level up, we are still technically level 2, which means that the cost of gambling is around 80 runes. And since anything below a new man's runes are technically common items, and there's a lot of variations of them, mathematically saying, with enough starting cash, it is currently impossible for us to not make a profit by gambling. And that's all not including the cash you could be making from selling items, which average at 100 runes, which means it's possible to self-sustain infinite gambling even without the previously mentioned rune items. With that said, it's time for a wishing festival. For 30 minutes straight, the only thing I was doing was just wishing, using runes I got from wishing, then wishing some more. Some notable items I got from wishing are the Spirit Calling Bell, which allows me to summon NPC helpers to pulverize the boss for me, the Blasphemous Blade, arguably the single strongest PvE weapon in Elden Ring, some upgrade materials, and the Nephili Puppet, which allows me to summon Nephili to help me fight. Then after that, I decided to level up my character a bit, because at the time I thought this is all the items I'm ever gonna need. Wow, I can't see anything possibly going wrong in the future. I decided to invest in Nephili because I thought it would be funny to have 2 Nephilis ganging up on Godric. Little did I know this would be the single biggest mistake in this entire run and would cause many screams and suffering. When I got to Godric, I realized you could only choose one. You either summon the real Nephili or use her puppet. With the Blasphemous Blade spam, Godric was quick to fall. Time to head to Luernia. When I got to Luernia and saw Raya Lucaria in the far distance, this is the first time that the thought that shit, I don't have Torrent really synced in. Our current goal is to get to Lindell, situated at the Ulcers Plateau, and the fastest way to get there is through the Raya Lucaria teleporter. I assume I wouldn't need to fight Renella because I assume to enter Lindell we only need to get 2 great runes, and I already have like 5 from gambling. Spoilers, the next part includes a lot of running. Well, actually not that much because there's a teleporter right here. I don't even need to find a key, I already got that from gambling. And then we did some more hiking, don't mind me, I'm having lots of fun. Oh my fucking god, we don't have the medallion, I thought I got that from the gambling. Change of plan, more hiking, we're gonna take a detour to the mines, and we're gonna take that route of Altus Plateau. So after a bit of climbing and fantasy creature abuse, we finally arrived at Lindell. And then I defeated the Draconic Tree Sentinel with my immense skill. I realized that my assumption was wrong. I still need to kill Renella. You stay and wait here. I'm just gonna go get some mana rings. I'll be right back. Alright, now that's done. We can finally enter Lindell and do more walking. Man, the game of the year is really fun. So we got to Godfrey and oh, he's dead. And then we got to Morgoth. Oh, he's dead. Defeating these 2 gave me such an ego boost that I thought the rest of the game was all going to be smooth sailing. And also, I have decided to switch all my Estus flasks into the Mana Flask because with the amount of health I currently have, a regular unupgraded Estus recovers little health to even make an impact. So instead, I'll be using the Vampiric Flame of my soul to heal. By this point, we are basically halfway through the run. All that remains is kill the Fire Giant, kill Godskin Duo, kill Maliketh, kill Gideon, kill Godfrey, kill Radagon, and finally, kill the Beast. Okay, that's actually quite a bit. Well, I better get running then. Finally, reaching the Fire Giant. Historically, I never really had trouble with him, but this time, the cold hard truth hit me. I just kept dying. He had too much health, especially in his second phase where his weak point isn't really available for attack. The damage was so miserably low, and also because of the fact that I can't really see what's going on from on his legs, I would often get smacked by an attack that came completely off screen. This is fine normally, because I can listen to the sound cue and react accordingly. But this eliminates my option of using Taker's Flame since it would stuck me in a long animation and I can't dodge in time. Oh yeah, did I mention that I had no Estus Flask? With the options of Taker's Flame disabled, there is no way I could heal during this fight, and with how much health this man just has, this is bound to be a nutrition. Did I also mention that this man is strong against fire damage? And guess what? Our weapon just happens to be a split between physical and fire attacks. This means our already pathetic damage has been further nerfed, but all of these I can stand. What I cannot stand is my summon, Nephili. I don't know if her AI is just not programmed to fight against big targets, but she completely broke during this fight. She acts like a 5-year-old unsupervised toddler in battle, and by that I mean she absolutely has no idea what she's doing. 90% of the time she'll just be standing there and watching. The remaining time is her being absolute autistic. She just swings at the air and then proceeds to get smacked in the face. With all of these difficulties, I was still able to get to the second phase, and then he hit me like a roller in the Fire Giant's second phase, and he throws all sorts of fire projectiles to create pressure. Normally, this isn't a huge deal because, well, if you get hit, you can just heal. It's a fair nutrition. He has more HP in one go, you have more reserve HP in the form of healing. But this time, healing was just not an option. Therefore, the margin for error is 1 time. I can make only 1 single mistake in this entire fight, and with all the fire pressure of the second phase, it is extremely difficult not to get hit. So after a few hours, I gave up. Change of plan, let's sort the issues out first. Firstly, I can't do enough damage. Solution, find a more powerful weapon that is not the fire element. In the end, I chose to use the Black Knife because of its percentage-based damage over time weapons are that can be spammed at a safe distance. Secondly, the margin of error is too small. Solution, since the Fire Giant 2-tapped me anyway, there really isn't a point wearing heavy armor. Instead, I choose to cosplay as Ronnie because this allows me to 1. Light roll, which grants me more iframes and makes it easier to dodge. It allows me to withstand way more fire attacks since Ronnie's outfit is one of the ice mages, so it has high fire negations while being light. Third, Nephili is just incredibly garbage. This one will just have to do. This is because I'm missing a singular ghost glove with to be able to invest in anyone else, and since I'm high level, the gambling cost has become incredibly high. Wow, I can't see anything possibly going wrong in the future. Fourthly, I'm hungry, so I ordered pizza. Please don't dox me through the pizza box. Finally, after countless trials and errors and 2 more hours of incredible struggling, in the end, I got this run. Most dire moment, Nephili made the brave sacrifice and came in clutch at the end.
Yes! Nephili, I believe!
I proceed to spend all of the money I got from defeating the fire giant trying to get a ghost glove with 3. I lost all my money. Before proceeding further, it's 2 AM and I need some sleep. So here's a bedtime story. A man named John walked into a bar and got ammonia. Alright, fresh day, I don't know. Let's just continue with the run. After sacrificing the child, we are teleported to Fara Mazula. The Godskin duo was no stand against our bow kicker trio, and I actually beat him the first try. On to Maliketh. I thought the fire giant was gonna be the biggest mischief maker in this run. I was wrong. Maliketh isn't actually as patronizing as the fire giant, solely because how fast he can kill me. My nerves are cut off before my brain even processes the pain. First phase is fine, but the real spine-breaking experience comes from the second phase. Compared to the fire giant, Maliketh has the HP and poise equivalent to a wet paper bag, but that doesn't stop him from defying all laws of gravity and levitate with the power of infinite burst control pills. When Maliketh takes a drug test, the results came back negative for piss, because that's all on my face. Most Souls boss follow the formula of a Pokemon battle, as in if I dodge your attack, I can get an opportunity to hit you, but Maliketh feels like my neighbor's angry dingus. He is always on the offensive and never stops. And plus, I am genuinely scared of him, not because he's black, but because of the destined death effect, which is a guaranteed destined death for me. And for the love of God, I cannot figure out how to dodge his judgment cut. I did figure it out eventually. You have to stay close to him to dodge it. That's the only way. If you push it out or even hesitated a bit during that string of attack, you will be hit by the judgment cut, resulting in my instant combustion. To overcome such a challenge, I have once again devised a contingency plan. I'll be using the Blasphemous Blade to give myself more error room in phase 1. Secondly, I'll be wearing Fierce Lingerie because that offers me more holy protection, and it enables me to light roll even with the Blasphemous Blade. Then I'll inject myself with estrogen directly into my primary motor cortex to boost my aggression and the ability to destroy anything around my surroundings. War on drugs? No, caught with crack. With this music, I can feel my brain hyperventilating. The victory now depends on who juices more. And trust me, I know a thing or two about juicing, if you can't already tell from the editing. Let me reinstate, Maliketh is too slow. I would really hope he can keep up with me. He has way too many openings, and none of his attacks are even remotely threatening. He's like my neighbor's cat, submissive and breedable. How could such an enemy even pose a threat? Coming back to the Ashen capital, I decided to cosplay as a comm bandit. Gideon stood absolutely no chance against the Black Knife spam, and then I proceed to gamble hoping for a Ghost Glove with 3. I got nothing. Time for Godfrey. Out of all the obstacles, Godfrey is the least intrusive one, mainly because the skill of the Black Knife launches you into the air, perfectly dodging his ground-based attacks. Plus, after changing to Fierce Robe, which grants more physical resistance, we can actually sustain a good amount of hit from Godfrey. Also, maybe it's because of the Father complex. Nephili is acting extra retarded today, but I wasn't planning to rely on her anyways. Godfrey goes down and the only thing standing before me and victory is God. Radagon isn't necessarily too hard. He's a fairly well-designed boss which I can handle just fine, but Radagon with the Elden Beast is like a chimp with a machine gun. The Elden Beast is really just something else. There isn't quite a word in the English dictionary that describes the amount of pain that he exhausts on me. After trying for 3 hours and to no effect, I decided to change my plans because I know the definition of insanity. I even put on Fierce underwear because it grants me more holy protection. I guess we do end up needing it after all. Alright, I've decided that Nephili is sandbagging me too much, so instead, I want to switch her out for the Black Flame Monk. We need the fabled Ghost Glove with 3, and to get that from gambling, we would need a lot of money. Back at the Grand Road elevator. Luckily, I got that secret medallion earlier from gambling. We arrive at the consecrated snowfield. I then proceed to get lost in a snowstorm, and finally, after 30 minutes of difficult navigation, we finally found our destination. The Mogwin basement. I noticed I have the holy sword perfect for farming, so this is where our funds will be coming from. Massacring innocent people. Now get ready to see the money rolling in. What? Well, where's the wave of light? Hey guys, I think I've got the wrong sword. Ah, damn, I guess I've just gotta use the blasphemous blade. I will see you guys in a bit. It's been an hour, and I've yet to got the ghost glove yet. The chances are so low, I think I might as well just go back and hone in my skills. This will be the last sample. Ghost glove for 3! No way!
No way, we actually got it! We actually got it! No way!
Okay, now with a new summon, we surely can beat the Elden Beast. It's 2 in the morning. I would like to personally send my regards to whoever designed the Elden Beast. With my brain completely destroyed, I headed to bed. I can't sleep. In my dreams, it's the Elden Beast. I open my eyes, it's the Elden Beast. I go to talk to my girlfriend and realize I was getting cucked. It was the fucking Elden Beast. I can't take this shit no more. Please let me out of this eternal Squid Game hell. The mystical amount of HP paired with ADHD and an unfathomable amount of stupid moves made me genuinely want to give up. Sustaining myself for 5 minutes and not taking a single hit? That's just out of my league. But I'm so close. The challenge has been going on for 10 hours at this point. We have come so far. If we give up now, I would forever have regrets in my heart. And also, I can't make a quick filler video about Elden Ring. Allow me to express my emotion in a poem. Countless overcame, boundless shame. I came underground, I mean tears. The only way that remains is the cruel reality. The process of getting good is one that's physically painful. It requires me to read the opponent's attack, but I am illiterate. But if you try just hard enough, your muscles will remember the attacks for you. Stay calm, don't mold, and don't punch a hole into your monitor when you get killed by the stupidest move ever. A healthy mindset is the most important part of this challenge. Well, at least you'll enjoy my 5 hours of suffering with music in post. And trust me, the torture will not be in vain.